Kimberly Scanlon, speech-language pathologist here at Scanlon Speech Therapy and author of Learning to Read is a Ball and My Toddler Talks. Over the next 3 videos, I'll be sharing some of my favorite strategies on how to perform a fun and effective read-aloud. First, I'll help you determine if what you're doing is fun and effective. Next, I'll share 7 different strategies to help you perform a fun and effective read-aloud, either in your classroom if you're a teacher, at home if you're a parent or a caregiver, or in a speech therapy clinic if you happen to be a speech-language pathologist like myself. And then in the 3rd video, I'll be performing a fun and effective read-aloud. Are you ready? The first question I ask is the child or do the children seem engaged and interested? I'm looking for any signs or indicators during my read-aloud. And some of the signs that a child or a group of children are engaged and interested is they've stopped moving around. They've stopped looking out the window, playing with their shoelaces, talking to their friends, picking their nose. They are looking at the book. Their eyes are wide open. They may be getting on the edge of their seat if they're still in their chairs. They may be coming to their knees if they're sitting on the floor. And if you see any of these signs when you're giving your read aloud, give yourself a nice pat on the back, because that means that they are engaged and interested. Now, the reason why we want them to be engaged and interested is we want them to think about what is going on in the book. We want them to think about thinking. And this metacognitive skill develops as children mature. And we, professionals or parents, are really supposed to help them develop this skill by asking them questions and helping them make connections when they read a book. So we want them to relate to the characters, relate to the situations, and start thinking. We want them to think actively. We don't want it to be a passive experience when they're reading. We want them to ask questions. Well, what's going to happen next? We want them to make predictions. We want them to connect what's going on in the story to their own life, because that is really going to help them become a better reader. And so if you see any of these signs, you're doing the right thing, okay? The second question I always ask when I'm performing a read aloud is the child learning something new? Or is the read aloud helping them further develop their current knowledge base on a particular topic? It is our job to activate the child's background knowledge of a particular topic. And this means that we are linking what they already know to what they're currently learning. This is because it's much easier to learn something new when you know a little bit about it. And if they don't have any background knowledge about what we're going to be doing or what we're going to be reading, it's our job to supply it. So for instance, if you're going to be bringing in a book about the ocean and the child has never been to the ocean, then show pictures, talk about your own experiences going to the ocean, bring in props, bring in the sand, bring in shells. This will help your child learn more about what you're going to be reading when you're reading a book, okay? And a third question I ask myself when I perform a read aloud is, does the child ask me to read the story again? This is related to the first question, is the child engaged and interested? And when a child wants a book to be read again, it means that I picked the appropriate book for that child or for that group of children. And it makes me very, very happy because studies show that children learn more with each repeated reading. I hope this video has been helpful. Please stay tuned for my next video where I share 7 different strategies on how to perform a fun and effective read aloud. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.